Hello friends, I am back with my next presentation on the PTC and the hospital formulary. Okay, so this is the chapter 5th and 6th. This is a very small topic, so I have covered it in the one video itself. Okay, so first we'll see what do you mean by PTC. Okay, pharmacy, the full form is pharmacy and the therapeutic committee. So what do you mean by PTC? PTC is the policy for framing and recommending body on the matters related to the rational use of drug in the hospital. PTC क्या करता है? It's a body which makes the policies and recommend them. Recommend मतलब बताना, लोगों को rule out करके बताना. So ये क्या करता है? PTC for पॉलिसी फ्रेम करता है एंड रेकमेंड करता है अबाउट दी रैशनल यूज ऑफ ड्रग इन दी हॉस्पिटल. रैशनल मतलब सही तरह से यूज होना ड्रग का इन हॉस्पिटल्स. ओके, तो पीटीसी का मेन काम यही है, टू मेक दी पॉलिसीज, टू रेकमेंड देम इन दी हॉस्पिटल्स एंड दी मेक दी रैशनल यूज ऑफ ड्रग. ओके, तो ये कमिटी होता है, पीटीसी इज वन कमिटी. तो इसमें कौन होते हैं? 3 फिजिशियंस होते हैं. फिजिशियंस मतलब डॉक्टर, एक नर्स होती है, एक फार्मासिस्ट होते हैं एंड एक चेयरमैन होता है फ्रॉम दी हॉस्पिटल एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन. किसी भी हॉस्पिटल एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन का एक पर्सन होता है. 3 डॉक्टर्स होते हैं, एक नर्स होते हैं, एक फार्मासिस्ट होता है एंड एक चेयरमैन फ्रॉम दी हॉस्पिटल एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर. इनकी एक मिलके टीम होती है. देयर आर से 6 मेंबर्स इन दिस ग्रुप. तो ये 6 मेंबर्स क्या करते हैं पता है? ये इनका एक ये होता है एजेंडा. जो इसमें से फार्मासिस्ट होता है ना, सेक्रेटरी, उसकी मेन रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी होती है कि ही विल फॉर्म वन एजेंडा बेस्ड ऑन विच द मीटिंग्स कैन बी कंडक्टेड. एजेंडा मतलब हम लोग अभी मिलेंगे और ये टॉपिक के ऊपर बात करेंगे. ये पीटीसी की कमेटी की मीटिंग है और कमेटी में हम लोग क्या बातें करने वाले हैं, दैट विल बी कॉल्ड एज द एजेंडा एंड दिस एजेंडा इज डिसाइडेड बाय द सेक्रेटरी. तो सेक्रेटरी कौन होता है? फार्मासिस्ट होता है. एंड इनकी 6 मीटिंग्स पर ईयर इज़ नेसेसरी. मतलब 2-2 महीने में इनकी मीटिंग्स लेनी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट होती है कि हम लोग यूज़ कैसे करें ड्रग का, जो है प्रॉपर यूज़ कैसे करें, उसको यूटिलाइज्ड कैसे करेंगे, जो भी अपने वेस्टेज होते हैं ड्रग्स के वो ना हो, इसके लिए हम लोग ये लोग मीटिंग कंडक्ट करते हैं. मीटिंग का एजेंडा माइट बी अ डिफरेंट, कि कभी हम लोग एडीआर्स के बारे में बात कर सकते हैं, कभी न्यू अपकमिंग्स, द अपडेट्स इन द क्लिनिकल फार्मेसी, तो उसके बारे में हम लोग बात करते हैं. तो दिस एजेंडा हैज़ टू बी डिसाइडेड बाय द फार्मासिस्ट एंड देन फिर इनकी एक मीटिंग होती है. फिर मीटिंग के बाद फार्मासिस्ट को मिनट्स ऑफ द मीटिंग लिखना बहुत ज़रूरी होता है. मिनट्स ऑफ द मीटिंग मतलब हम लोगों ने मीटिंग में क्या डिस्कस किया, हम लोग इन लोग 5-6 लोग मिलके जो मीटिंग की, सो व्हाट वेर द डिस्कशंस, उसके कंक्लूजन क्या थे. तो इसका एक रिकॉर्ड मेंटेन करना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होता है फार्मासिस्ट, एंड इट्स द फार्मासिस्ट रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी. ओके, सो ही इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर एजेंडा एज वेल एज द MOM, दैट इज द मिनट्स ऑफ द मीटिंग. इन नेक्स्ट we can see what are the objective of this PTCs. As I told you earlier, they will give you the proper uses, the rational uses of drug based on their main function. Their objectives are decided. एक तो वो advisory objects हो सकते हैं. advisory मतलब किसको advise करेंगे? जो लोग ड्रग खुद यूज़ करते हैं और जो पेशेंट्स को हील करने में यूज़ करते हैं, जैसे डॉक्टर्स हो गए, नर्सिस हो गए, फार्मासिस्ट हो गए. सो ये लोग एडवाइस देंगे रिलेटेड टू प्रॉपर यूजेज ऑफ ड्रग टू दी नर्सेस, टू दी फिजिशियंस, टू दी फार्मासिस्ट, कि हाउ यू हैव टू सिलेक्ट द ड्रग, हाउ यू हैव टू प्रोक्योर, प्रिस्क्राइब कैसे करना है, डिस्पेंसिंग कैसे करना है एंड एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन कैसे करना है. सो दिस इज advice can be given to these sectors, these physicians, nurses and the pharmacist. And second उनका objective है educational objective. See, there are many updates are usually come by day in the scientific world. So these updates has to be given to these nurses, physician as and the pharmacist as well, कि pharmacist में ये modern techniques है that you can implement in your day to day life. अगर हम लोग डॉक्टर्स को दे सकते हैं कि दिस ड्रग हैज़ बीन अप्रूव्ड बाय द FDA, तो ये वो लोग कैसे अपडेट करते हैं? दे टेक दिस सेमिनार कॉन्फ्रेंस विद द डॉक्टर्स, with the nurses and with the pharmacist, so that their educational knowledge increase day by day. Okay, so there are only two objects. एक तो they can give the advice and second one is the education about the recent updates in the market. Okay, so next one is the what is the functions of the PTC. PTC काम क्या करती है? So there are the list of n number of list that PTC does. एक तो पहले उनका मैंने बोला कि policy making is their job. So make policies about drug safety. Drug safety के बारे में उनको policies करना is very important. To develop the hospital formulary system is under their control only. To promote the rational use of drug, as we have seen earlier, कि प्रॉपरली ड्रग को यूज़ कैसे करना है उसकी गाइडलाइंस ये जो है पीटीसी वो डिसाइड करती है. इट गिव्स द ट्रेनिंग. ऑब्जेक्टिव में हम लोगों ने देखा कि वो ट्रेनिंग देती है, नर्सेज को देती है, फिजिशियंस को देती है, एंड टू फार्मासिस्ट एज वेल टू इंक्रीज देयर डे टू डे लाइफ. फार्मासिस्ट को वो लोग ये भी बता सकते हैं कि किस क्वालिटी का आपको प्रोक्योर करना है. प्रोक्योर मतलब खरीदना है. किस क्वालिटी के ड्रग्स आपको आपके स्टॉक में मेंटेन करने हैं, कैसे प्रिस्क्राइब करना है आपको, हाउ यू डिस्पेंस इट. हॉस्पिटल में हम लोगों ने एक पूरा चैप्टर देखा था, डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ द ड्रग्स, हाउ इट टेक्स डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ द ड्रग इन द हॉस्पिटल. तो पीटीसी हेल्प देम इन एजुकेटिंग दिस सिस्टम एज वेल. ओके, एंड ऑटोमेटिक स्टॉप ऑर्डर फॉर द नार्कोटिक्स. नार्कोटिक्स अगर किसी बंदे को हम लोग प्रिस्क्राइब करें, किसी पेशेंट को हम लोग प्रिस्क्राइब कर रहे हैं, तो उसको एक ऑटोमेटिक स्टॉप ऑर्डर जनरेट होता है कि इसके ऊपर उसको नहीं मिल सकता है, सो दैट द मिसयूज ऑफ द नार्कोटिक्स कैन बी अवॉइडेड. ओके, एंड वी कैन ऑल्सो हैव द ऑटोमेटिक स्टॉप ऑर्डर फॉर द अल्कोहल कंटेनिंग ड्रग्स वेयर द मिसयूज कैन यूजुअली हैपन्स. And there are many things, many drugs has been banned by the FDA, or there are many adverse reactions can be seen by the FDA. So these drugs are banned, but these physicians are not aware of the these amendments done by the FDA. So this knowledge has to be given to them. So this knowledge has to be given to them by PTC itself. कि this drug is added in the list, or this drug has deleted from the list. So you have to prescribe this, you have to prescribe that. So there are many reviews related to ADR he can give. So this drug will give you this kind of ADR, the adverse drug reaction to your patient. So this information has to be given prior when you add something into doctor's list. Inspecting the hospital activity and the educational program. At hospital level also there are many campaigns can be taken care for the patients or for the nurses for their educational enrichment, as I have told you earlier. तो ये सब जो activity होती है उसको inspect करना is the function of the PTC. And suggestions to physician and the nurses कि ये ड्रग को हम लोग कैसे एडमिनिस्टर कर सकते हैं so that इसका बायोएबिलिटी बढ़े. So PTC has that much of right to educate their day-to-day knowledge because it will give you the rational use of the drugs. Okay. So we'll move on to the next topic of the hospital formulary. Now this completes our PTC, pharmacy and therapeutic community. यहाँ पे खत्म हो गया. Next we'll see the hospital formulary. Hospital formulary is also the function of the PTC. What is hospital formulary? It's a continuously revised collected information of the pharmaceutical dosage form which gives the current clinical judgment to the medical staff. What do you mean by this? इसका कहना है कि जो भी कंटिन्यूस अपडेट्स आते हैं डे टू डे लाइफ में, इसको ये कंटिन्यूस कंपाइलेशन करते जाता है. एक एनसाइक्लोपीडिया के जैसे होता है कि जो भी चल रहा है उसको कंपाइल करते जाओ, चल रहा है उसको कंपाइल करते जाओ. यूजुअली यू मस्ट हैव सीन ऑन दी विकीपीडिया कि कुछ भी इवेंट होता है तो विकीपीडिया में तुरंत उसमें अपडेट हो जाता है. तो दिस इज हॉस्पिटल फॉर्मूलरी इज ऑल्सो इज देयर एनसाइक्लोपीडिया फॉर दी हॉस्पिटल. राइट. सो जो भी अपडेट्स है वो कंपाइल करते जाता है इसमें, एंड इट इज़ द कंटिन्यूसली रिवाइज्ड कंपाइलेशन ऑफ द फार्मास्यूटिकल डोसेज फॉर्म. जो भी डोसेज फॉर्म से रिलेटेड चीज़ें आ रही है उसको रिवाइजली कंपाइल करके एक बुक बनाया जाता है. ओके, सो दिस इज द हॉस्पिटल फॉर्मूलरी. सो व्हाट इज द नीड ऑफ हॉस्पिटल फॉर्मूलरी? क्यों करना चाहिए ये सब कंपाइलेशन हम लोगों ने? क्योंकि इट प्रोवाइड्स द बेस्ट ट्रीटमेंट ऑप्शन. डॉक्टर्स अपने प्रैक्टिस में बिजी होते, दे आर नॉट दैट मच अवेयर अबाउट दी व्हाट आर द recent researches are been going on, because their main focus is to make betterment of the patient's health, and they consume most of their daily hours in doing that only. So to provide the best treatment, the options are available has to be given by the one authenticated body. कोई भी आके अगर बोलेगा कि ये ड्रग नहीं, आप ये ड्रग प्रिस्क्राइब करो, सो डॉक्टर विल नॉट लिसन टू हिम. बट अगर वो हॉस्पिटल में से ही आ रहा है, कोई बुक फॉर्म में आ रहा है, द प्रॉपर कंपाइलेशन होके आ रहा है, ऑथेंटिकेट सोर्स से आ रहा है, so this can be taken into consideration by the doctors at very fast pace, so that he or she can provide the best possible treatment to their patients. In this, second is the information about new potent drug. So as I told you earlier, it's a daily basis on the compilation of the new additions in the dosage form. So it gives the idea about the options which are available, the more potent available options. Just if you are taking azithromycin, if you are taking azithromycin, what is the next potent drug that can be taken if azithromycin is failed? The next option is amoxicillin. So this information has to be go to the doctor in the form of hospital formulary. Okay, it avoids the duplication of the drug, where the drugs which are duplicated are not entered in this hospital formulary. It provides guideline about the procuring, prescribing, dispensing and the administration. There are proper standards has to be given कि what amount of drug, what quality of drug you have to procure. Procure मतलब लेना. What your prescription include it along with the drug. If the patient is very acidic in nature, he's suffering from the acidity, your prescription include some antacid, some painkiller. So what is the indication, like what is the contraindication that take place when he take 2-3 drugs at a time? So how your prescription should be, so it is given in the hospital formulary. Prescribing information, how you dispense your drug, what should be the drug regimen, how you administer. Like there are multiple routes are available, oral route रहता है, subcutaneous रहता है, local route रहता है, so which one is to prefer? So hospital formulary is always there to guide about it. Okay, and it also give you the availability of new drugs, new stock of drug, any new potent drug which has come. It also give you a standard dose regimen and the adverse reactions associated with it. Obviously there is the proper dose has to be given. It is not like that you have to take this molecule, in what quantity, in what frequency you have to take is also very important parameter. So hospital formulary is there to decide upon this, and the hospital formulary can guide to our doctors, physicians, nurses and the pharmacist. Emergency of drug guideline, like if in case there is an emergency, so there are no in rush there is many options are available, so there should be a proper protocol given by the hospital formulary that this drug you have to take in this kind of emergency. There are multiple options are available, then this is the very potent drug, if you take this the patient can be relieved faster, he can recover very faster. So this kind of information has to be given about the emergency drug to the doctors. List of physicians and their details. Obviously it will give hospital formulary give you idea about the new updates in the drug or the dosage form, but along with it, it will also give you the number of list of doctors, physician with their addresses, with their phone number, with their email ID, with their OPD timing, so that wherever the patient is required help in emergency cases, it should be a like ready reckoner for them. They can always refer to our hospital pharmacy and will let the person or the doctor know about it. Okay. So it is best for patient also and the doctor also. Okay. So we'll see the next slide. That is the content of the hospital pharmacy. So कंटेंट मतलब इट इज बुक टाइप. अब बुक टाइप एक बार इमेजिन कर लो कि कैसे रहता है. हॉस्पिटल फॉर्मुलरी का एक बुक रहता है. सो व्हाट आर द कंटेंट. जैसे अपने बुक में अपना इंडेक्स होता है कि ये चैप्टर्स हॉस्पिटल फार्मेसी में आई एम गोइंग टू कवर. सो सिमिलर वे में हॉस्पिटल फॉर्मुलरी में भी एक इंडेक्स होता है और इंडेक्स के अनुसार ही अंदर के जो चीज़ें रहती है वो डेवलप की जाती है. सो फर्स्ट वन इज द फार्माकोलॉजिकल इंडेक्स. फार्माकोलॉजिकल इंडेक्स मीन्स द एक्शन. व्हाट इज द एक्शन ऑफ द ड्रग. Second one is the alphabetical index of the drug. Alphabetically index, अगर A, B, C, D in this order the drugs are arranged in this. List of emergency drug. As I have told you earlier, emergency में कौन से drug use करने चाहिए so that we can recover patient very faster and the whatever the injury has happened to him can be healed very fast way, right? So list of emergency drug is there. List of narcotics and the dangerous drug is also there. The list of drug with their uses, dose and the dosage forms. The route of administration, precautions, ADR and the contraindication. If you are taking multiple drugs at a time, what are the contraindications? What kind of food you have to take? You have to take it on an empty stomach or the filled stomach. So this all information has to be given by the hospital formulary. The list of physician, as I told you earlier, there are list of physicians are available along with their address, their clinic site, their phone numbers and their OPD timings as well. And the recent updates about the current development of the addition and the deletion of the drug. Okay? So these all are the components, these are the index of that hospital formulary book. Okay? Easy है. नेक्स्ट हम लोग देखते हैं व्हाट इज द फॉर्मेट ऑफ HF. As I told you, it's a book format. It's a bounded book format and it is not a very colorful book. It is only two colors are being used, black and white. On white paper only black ink is allowed. And it also should have only a minimum information. It should not be lengthy unnecessarily. It should not be like paras and paras. Many lengthy lectures are incorporated in the hospital formulary. No, there has to be inclusion of the very precise and the important information. Okay, and the black and white as I told you earlier. Okay, so this is the last topic of this video. So we'll see the how hospital formulary is prepared. Pharmacist is the very important member of this team, hospital formulary team. So PTC decides about what content needs to be added in the hospital formulary. एक बार PTC decide करता है कि we need to add the prescribing information, the protocol about the how to dispense the drug. So PTC एक बार decide कर लेता है what is going to be the content. Then pharmacist, they keep pharmacist also in the loop. With the help of pharmacist, they just make the final edits in the hospital formulary. So pharmacist is the main person over here. Okay, so he decides his what is the content. He will provide you the content for the hospital pharmacy. Okay, so as I told you earlier, there are many there are not many functions of this hospital formulary, but the main function is that the addition of drug and the deletion of drug. Whichever is showing the adverse drug reaction, we have to delete from that list, and whichever is good new update is available in the list, drug list, we have to update that. तो ये procedure कैसे होता है, addition of content कैसे होता है and deletion of content कैसे होता है. So in addition of content हम लोगों को चाहिए रहता है एक NOC, नो ऑब्जेक्शन सर्टिफिकेट फ्रॉम FDA कि हम लोगों को वहाँ से अप्रूवल आना ज़रूरी होता है कि हाँ दिस ड्रग इज़ सेफ एंड it is very effective in nature, it has a high margin of safety, it is very potent in nature, whatever we are using it on a day to day basis, it is quite greater in the quality, so that that selling point should be there, the safety point should be there in the drug, so that for that drug addition is required. So for this addition of drug, who is the manufacturer of drug, लाइक मैन्युफैक्चरिंग किससे हुआ है, उनका लाइसेंस नंबर है क्या, उनका एड्रेस है प्रॉपर, वहाँ पे मैन्युफैक्चरिंग यूनिट कैसे है, these people PTC this hospital formulary people, they also monitor that, and they also monitor the all the information like whatever they are suggesting. See, if my drug is efficacious, my bioavailability is say 90% and it is very efficacious, if I'm making this claim as a company, I'm making this claim, there has to be a system which monitor it. तो PTC क्या करता है, वो हॉस्पिटल फॉर्मुलरी के थ्रू दैट गेट मॉनिटर बाय द हॉस्पिटल फॉर्मुलरी कि ओके whatever the claim is given by them are right or not. So if it complies, then this drug is communicated to the physician through the various seminars, through the conferences. This educational, the additional information about the recent development is given to the doctors, and after using it on a patient, if the given claims are very they are proved, the given claims by the if I'm giving you the bioavailability of 90%, so this my claim is right, it is effective in the patients, then it is added in the hospital formulary drug. Okay, so we require number of steps like NOC from FDA, it should have the margin of safety, it should give the proper manufacturing details, and that manufacturing details are actually there or not, the quality is maintained or not, that has to be monitored by the hospital formulary, and then this monitored information is then passed on to the physician, and then physicians check the efficacy. If the drug is efficacious as the claimed norms, then only it is added in the hospital formulary. And what about the deletion of the drug? How they are going to delete? If I'm a patient, say I'm taking something antibiotic and I'm getting the rashes, so they will take my all the details, like what was my my name, my age, my address, my gender, and what is my disease, and for what this drug has recommended. एक्चुअली उसका फार्माकोलॉजिकल एक्शन के लिए रिकमेंड किया था, बट उसका साइड इफेक्ट इज आई एम फेसिंग रैशेस ऑन माई बॉडी. सो दिस PTC also takes into consideration all this aspect, and this repeatedly if happens with every patient, then that item is deleted from the hospital formulary. Okay, so this is the main funda, that they do a revised compilation. So if X drug is added and the Y drug is deleted, that revised compilation has to be there in the hospital formulary. Okay, so this was from all my chapter PTC and hospital formulary I have covered in this my video. So I'll take leave and thank you.